Uh, Hello, Matt. Please introduce yourself and your company.
So my name is M Pérez, and the company is called Nearsoft. And Nearsoft is an innovation partner to software product companies, exclusively product companies, including ISVs, software as service companies, and consumer-facing sites.
What is your position in Nearsoft?
I'm a co-founder and CEO of the company.
Okay. So when was founded Nearsoft?
Nearsoft was founded in 2006, and we've been in operation ever since.
So how do you become with the idea?
So I came up with the idea as my whole career has been in product development, and I've done quite a bit of outsourcing on that side, quite a bit of outsourcing to different parts of the world, and it's always been difficult to do work when it goes more than a couple of time zones. And I was thinking about a way of, where could you do that is closer and it still saves some money, but gives me an opportunity to do that kind of work. And I thought, well, Mexico would be the ideal place to do it. And after doing some investigation, it turned out that, yeah, it's got the people, it's got the infrastructure, it's got all the elements that you need to have it be a good place for this kind of a company. So I started Nearsoft.
Okay. So how many employees has today?
We're approximately 50 employees.
Okay. How many customers has right now?
We have 15 customers, 16 as of today.
Okay.
16 customers.
So tell us a couple of success customers that you have already resolved their necessities.
Okay. The longest customer that we've had from the very start of the company is called Axolotl. They're an HIE vendor that's a healthcare vendor provider, and they make an EMR, electronic medical record, which is a very timely product these days because that's exactly where the industry is going, and the stimulus money is pushing people in that direction. We started with one person, and the team is up to upwards of 12 people today, so it's been growing steadily all throughout.
Okay. What is the other case?
The other case is a company called Ingrooves. They're part of UMG, Universal Music Group, and they move digital media properties, assets back and forth. And for example, one of their well-known customers is Amazon. So if you buy music in Amazon, you're buying music that went through our software. Again, this team went from 1 to 10 people or 10 or so people today, and growing. They're very happy, and it's still growing.
Okay. So, Matt, what is the value that Nearsoft delivery to their customers?
So the main value is that we're a very technical team, and we know how to build product. So we can take a product all the way from a blank sheet of paper to production, and we help customers on whatever phase of that it is. The other value is our business model, or the way that we work with, not business model, but the way that we work with our clients is in long-term relationships, right? So we create a team around that client, specific to that client, and the team stays with that client for as long as the relationship goes on. So as the team learns about the product, et cetera, they start contributing, they start finding things that don't really work as well, and for example, with Ingrooves, we're in the process of doing some pretty interesting innovations with them. In the case of Axolotl, we help them with process improvements and shortening the delivery process. We're an agile company for the most part. Our natural way of doing things is in the agile way. We use Scrum and then things like continuous integration and continuous deployment and stuff like that. And we felt several of our customers get into those technologies.
So tell us a little bit about your sales. How are you been doing it?
We're a direct sales company because, again, we work very intimately with the company that we work with. So it's very much of a one-to-one kind of a thing, and so through different ways, different networking, et cetera, and through my own personal contacts and my partners, Roberto Martinez, we make contact with people that basically have built-in trust, and then we move from there. We show the results, and it builds on that trust.
So since 2006, Matt, what is the evolution of Nearsoft?
The evolution?
Yeah, the evolution and talking about business.
So when we started, we tried different things. We tried doing projects. We tried working with IT shops. We tried different things, as is normal, until we discovered that what we're really good at is product development. We love doing product. We're comfortable. The culture in the company in Hermosillo is one that works best for people that think in terms of products and nice, solid, quality software. And so we moved in that direction, and that's where we're at today, and that's where we plan to stay for the foreseeable future.
Now, that's important. Now you mentioned Hermosillo. Tell us why Hermosillo?
So Hermosillo, for a number of reasons, is on the north side of Mexico, so it's physically close to the U.S. It's on the mountain time zone, which again is close to the mountain states in California. And those were two of the very important features that I was looking for. Again, from my experience outsourcing to parts of the world that are much farther away, we want engineers talking to one another, engineers in the U.S. talking to engineers in Mexico directly, not me in the middle or somebody else in the middle. And for that, they have to work on the same clock, basically. Mm-hmm. Yes, you can get people to do that in other parts of the world, but it's a lot more stressful for the people on the other side. In our case, people get up when they normally get up, and then they stay in contact all day long. We use tools like Twitter, Yammer, Skype is a great tool, and things that are a tool that's like WebEx is called a Turbo Meeting, mm-hmm. And so through all those tools, we create. It allows us to create a continuous presence. So you have people here that are watching the chatter that's going on, or people over there watching the chatter going on in the team, and they jump in and out as need be, and then they pull away and have their own private one-on-one chats, or they pick up the phone or Skype in this case and talk to one another. We have another team that uses Adobe Connect, which is more of a group thing with video, and it's more integrated. But whatever the tool, the idea is that people are awake at the same time, working together at the same time.
Okay. Tell us about the sales growth through the last 2 years, Matt.
So we've been lucky that we've been doubling in size for the last several years. Last year was a special year in a not so nice way, so we didn't grow. It was pretty flat. But this year has taken off like there's no tomorrow, and we're back on the similar track as we were before.
Good. And the last question: what was the help that you received from TechBA?
So TechBA helped in several ways. One is I went into the whole idea of doing it in Mexico very naively. I had no idea what I was going to find and all that. So they were very useful in first getting me educated on what are the capabilities in Mexico, et cetera, and then introductions to Mexican companies that were in that business. In fact, I started, when I started, it was a California company by itself working with partners in Mexico. Eventually, in 2007, I merged with the California company with the vendor in Hermosillo that I was most comfortable with, and that came through TechBA. And then for my partner, it was invaluable to have the help of TechBA to come to the U.S. and get into an environment that was a trusting environment, right? So there were people that they could trust, et cetera, et cetera. So it worked both ways. I got an education, he got an education, and more importantly, they got us to meet in the middle, again through a well-trusted third party. That was invaluable.
Okay, the last thing, Matt. Why should anyone hire Nearsoft?
Because we're really, really good at building products. So if you're starting with your product and you don't have a development team, you get a development team in the box all ready to go. We put in all the pieces that you need, and is tailored to whatever your needs are in terms of technology, et cetera, et cetera. If you have a team, then we're very good at integrating with an existing team. We've done this many times before, and we have a process to get well integrated with the team quickly. So it's the ability to extend your team quickly without any hiccups, basically.
Okay. Thank you, Matt.
Thank you.